Hello everybody and welcome to this new video on Tinkercad, and in this video we are going to see how to create shapes. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Tinkercad is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn, a complete course to perfectly master Tinkercad. In the second link on the description, this is a website in link with these YouTube channels. You can discover software, have basics of this software in these YouTube channels, and in the second link on the description, it is like an online school, so it means you can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. So the first thing that I'm going to do to add a shape, we can go on the right, and I'm going to show you the basic shapes, because when you click here, you have different type of categorize, and here we are going to focus on the basic shapes. The first basic shape that you can use, it is a cube. When you create a cube, it is a box exactly. Automatically, it will arrive on the active work plane, so I can go left click and place my cube just here. When I go on the right, I will find different type of options for this cube, like first the size, 8 wide and 8. If I want, for example, a length of 60, I can type 60. If I want a wide of 80, I can type 80. And if I want a height of 40, I can type 40. For the cube, you can add also a radius to have rounded corners, so you can increase the radius here until this area. And the number of steps, the step is just the number of subdivision when you create the different cuts. So it means if you reduce the radius and do something like this, you will have more bevels. But if you increase the number of steps, you will have more subdivision for this area, and you will add more rounded corner. Each time you can, on your shape, add a color, so you can switch for another colors. And you will be able also to switch for all if you want to create a Boolean operation with a group to, for example, subtract, and to create all. So this is some basic things. After that, if I decrease here, even if you have, for example, the length, the wide, and the height, you can, after scale, you have the transformation tool. So it means if you want to scale like this, you can scale here, but be careful, because with a box, if after you scale here, it's not going to change on this value. So you need to be careful about that. And I can drag and move my shapes. I can move also staying on the alignment on the work plane, just like this, or I can create rotation. I will show you the transformation in the next video. After that, if you want to add another element, for example, I want to add a cylinder. So I can click on the cylinder. Automatically, I will arrive on the active work plane, but I can also put the cylinder on the face. If, for example, I was staying directly on the cube, I can put also on the cube. If I go on the right, I can display my cylinder. In the example of the cylinder, you can not have access directly to a size. So you need to take the handle of the transform tool, and if you press shift, you can, for example, increase the size. You will have the possibility also, for example, to move your cylinder, and what you can have, it is a number of sides, so it means you make something more circular, and you can also add a bevel, just like this on this area, and switch with a number of segments to have something rounded, just like this. And it works for all the type of basic shapes. So for all the type of basic shape, you just need to click on the shape, you drag and move, you put on the active work plane or on a face, and you take a look about the options. For the sphere, for example, what we can have a number of steps, and this is the only thing that we can do, expect the color and to switch for all as well. So I can change for another color. And you have different type of shapes that you can use just like this. It can be also, for example, a roof. But if I wanted to place the roof on the top here, I can go left click and place directly on this area. I can switch for the color or keep the same color just like this if I need, and maybe I can turn like that for the roof, because for the roof I don't have more options, and I will be able to scale just on this area, scale on this area, scale here, maybe I can scale here, I can move a little bit like this, and I will select this roof, shift the cube at the same time, alignment panel, center here. Oops, let's select the two elements, alignment panels, and I will apply center here, and I will apply center here as well. And maybe I can click on this cube and I can scale a little bit on maybe this direction, just like that. We can add shapes on any type of face. It is same, I can click here and I can put this on this face. Automatically I will drop the element here, or I can put this automatically on this face. And as you can see, for example, the ice sphere or the round roof, you don't have more options. So it depends about what you can apply. But if I apply something like, for example, a torus, and I place the torus on the right, here for the torus, I will have some options, like the radius of the torus, the tube also, the size of the tube. And I can also define the side. So it means you can reduce the side to do something like this, more angular, or to increase the number of sides and reduce also the number of steps if you want to make something triangular or not. And you can do something like this. If you want, you can also scale on this direction or on this direction as well after. And if you want to adjust the size of the tube, again, it's possible. So as you can see, it's convenient. The same if I add something, don't forget that you have more shapes, so it means you can find more options. If I add something like polygons, for the polygons, I can find the number of sides, so decrease the number of sides or increase the number of sides. I can apply also a bevels and the number of segments for my polygons. So as you can see, it's pretty simple, not very difficult to apply some shapes. You can also have a 3D text, so you can click on the text tool, you can place the text tool where you want on the active work plane, but it can be on directly on the face as well. So if I just go left click here, I can just type the text that I want. And on this area, if I want to type something like, maybe I'm going to type content, I will replace by content here. You can change the font on this area, so you have different type of font that you can use. You can define the size of the extrusion with 8. The bevel value, so if you zoom, you can apply some bevel value as you can see, just like that, with this value. And you have also the possibility on the bevel to enter the number of segments, and so that you will have rounded corners. When you have your text, if I click outside, I can select my text. I can also create rotation if I wanted 90 degrees, but I can also scale if I want to have more extrusion. I just need to scale depending on what I want to do. I can also break the proportion, maybe like this, or maybe like this as well. So the tool is convenient to have basic shapes. So that's it. We are going to stop here for this video on how you can add shapes on Tinkercad. If you like this content, subscribe to this YouTube channel. First link on the description, the complete course Tinkercad is available. So if you want to learn this software, starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the model session of the course, what you will be able to learn to master Tinkercad. We see in details all the features of Tinkercad, different training of 3D model creation, but we can see also how to generate animation and how to work with code block, because with Tinkercad you can also create a 3D models using code. It is another interesting mod that you can use. Secondly, on the description, it is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software on these YouTube channels, have basics of this software. And in the second link on the description, it is like an online school, so it means you can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. For a next video on these channels, see you. Ciao, ciao.